It was all dark, display of deep black. Absolute silence it was. No hush-hush of the work. It was like having the deepest sleep of all time. At the early age of 43, James was dead, lying in a hospital room with his near relatives and close friends around his cold body. In his alive life, James used to work as an editor at a newspaper publication in a small town. It was his first and last job ever. Morning 10 a.m. to late night 10:30 p.m. His job was to check the date and time on the newspaper articles before printing, which moved over his desk all the day. A busy man with tedious, boring routine. Nothing new, all the same, each and every day. As he was working with a newspaper agency, he had very few holidays. 360 days in a year, same work, looking the date and time. At 40, James felt time had passed so rapidly as it was like yesterday when he joined the office at the young age of 23. James dreamed a lot about traveling the world. He had been saving the money for 17 long years, but was not able to travel to the closest city even because of his busy schedule. No plans for vacation, big no for family and friends. He was trapped in a big circle, which he called the responsibility of life. One day, an article landed on his desk about the life expectancy of a person in his country, which was around 80 years. After reading the article, his soul vibrated hard. About 50% of his life on the earth was over by now. Tossing and turning all around, a long regretful night it was, deeply thinking about his traveling dreams. Next morning, looking the black numbers on the calendar and the tick-tock of the clock in his office hours, James came up with an idea. He calculated the number of days left in his journey of life, which was around 14,000 days, according to the average life expectancy of a human in his country. Then he converted those 14,000 days to number of weeks, which was around 2,000 weeks. That number was shocking. Just 2,000 more weeks to go. And in those leftover days, James would not be fit or energetic as compared to his early 2000 weeks, which were over by now. Of course, James was growing old. At 40, human body generally starts to fade little by little. Every now and then, small health issues starts creeping up. You can't be young forever. You grow old, man. Tuesday was the day, his 40th birthday. He just resigned from the newspaper office, packed a bag with some clothes and a traveling guide, and got a ticket to India. Starting his journey with Taj Mahal, the symbol of love, then to China, Nepal, Australia, Japan, and so on. He cashed most of his money traveling around the world. At airport, when he just landed back to his town, after few days of traveling, suddenly his chest was rock hard. His body collapsed on the floor. At nearly 43, he had a cardiac arrest and his heart stopped pumping blood. He was no more. Out of those expected leftover 2000 weeks, he lived only 150 weeks. James did not expect such a short life. Life and death both are unpredictable. What we learn from James is that life is finite, it's limited. No one is immortal. Time is important. You just have 4,000 weeks of your life, just 4,000. Yes, just 4,000. Or you can say 28,000 days more left. And out of those 4,000 weeks, 50% of time will go by in sleeping, eating, bathing, and in all other daily necessary activities. that comes up to just 2000 weeks. Only 2000 productive weeks. And that is a very small number. Everyone wants to know their fate, the upcoming future, so they can manage it better, plan for tomorrow. So I am giving you exactly what you want, the estimated leftover time in your remaining life. How old are you now? If you are around 20, you have 3000 weeks to go. Those in 30s have around 2400 weeks more. And if you are 40 like James, the leftover time is 2000 weeks. I am not saying that you have the exact 4000 weeks of time left in your life. It might be less, or if you are lucky, you may live more than 4000 weeks. What is your passion? What are your dreams? What you want from life? Create a list. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start today. Right now. Yes, right now. It's time to kick the basket. Buckle on your shoes. Explore all the adventures of life. Fight each and every obstacle in your way. Forget about the big ego. Move on. No one is faultless. Work hard. Work smart. And stop procrastinating. Don't be a couch potato. It's your life. Your time on this planet. Take the charge of your time. Make the most out of it. This is the reason why successful people like Elon Musk, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett spend their time wisely, doing the things which are more important to them. It's not that we have little time, but more that we waste a good deal of it. By Seneca.